This is the crossing of the staffs, which means that anybody that is not an officer or above may come up to the podium. La Yasha'Allah, which means to Israel. Imajum, which means to stand. Wapunya Haki Dum, which means to turn and face the east. And Tazabah, just so you know, you don't have to wait until I say it in English, just when you hear it in the Hebrew. As long as you know what it means, just go ahead and follow the order. This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabashamayim, Quadash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwithka, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathan, Lanawa, Lakam, Call, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kwabawathanau, Kasalakhanau, Kwabawathianau, Wala'a, Tabayayanau, Banasayawan, Abal, Hawashayanau, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Watapara, La'awalamyam, Aman. The Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Prayer for the Hakak, or the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Babukushai, Nathanawa, Hakak, La Rapa'ah, Kal Makala, Wakal Madawa, Hakak, La Tahar, Hamad Hazarayan, Hakak, La Hakim, Hamathim, Hakak, Al Rakawat, Hatama Allah, the Garshan, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Thuwaraman. Prayer for the power in the English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it. Pray for the blessings in the Hebrew. Baruch atah Yahweh, wa Yahweh Shai, wa Muyaka Allah, wa Alahayim, Matazavya, Alawak Yahana, Ha'alawapyum, Hazaranyum, Ha'akwatazayanyum, Ha'khayayum, Waha'akwathyum, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, the water Aman. Pray for the blessings in the English. Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahushua, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yohanan, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. Make sure your phone's on silent, Akim, Bo-Kishon. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Hahorium, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isariah, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Asha, Shomayum, Wa'aratazah, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Ragolka, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yashan, Shomar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al, Yad, Yumyaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Baya'ala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal, Rai, Yashamar, Athnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'aka, Wawa'aka, Ma'aitha, Wa'aid, Awalam. Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 120, Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, all Damaya, Laka, all Thakarash, Wa'al, Tashakwat, all Kaya, Hana, Awayabyaka, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, Al Aimaka, Ya'arayamwa, Sawada, Weatha, Ya'itazawa, Al Tazapawanyaka, Amarawa, Lakawa, Wanaki Dum, Magalia, Wala'ah, Yazakar, Sham, Yasha'ala, Iwata, Kaya, Nawa'itazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Al Yaka, Barya, Yakarahwa, Ahoya, Alawam, Wayashamai, Alayum, Mawa'aba, Wahagarium, Gabal, Wa'aimawan, Wa'aimalak, Palashat, Aim, Yeshabia, Tazawar, Gam, Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarwai, Labanya, Lawat, Selah, Asha, Laham, Kamadian, Kasa Yashara, Kayabian, Baraka'o, Kayashawan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan the Aru, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shayathamwa, Nara, Yab Mawa, Ka'ira, Wakaza'aba, Wakazabak, Wakatazar, Manai, Kal, Nasa Yakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nayurasha, Lanawa, Ad, Nawa, Alhayam, Alhaya, Shaithamwa, Kagogola, Kakwash, Lapanya, Rawaka, Kaash, Tabaira, Yaira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Haryam, Khan, Dardakma, Basa Irika, Wabasa, Wapathka, Tabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Webakashwa, Shumka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Weba'alwa, Idea, Ide, Wekaparawa, Weyabadwa, Weyadaiwa, Kaya, Atha, Shumka, Yahawa, Labatka, all your one, all, call, Ha'arataza. Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace. And be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Selah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Arad and Azib. Yea, all their princes as Zeba and as Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. So Isupk PK curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
All things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
That speak against us.
Thy prophets.
The
The teachers. The princes. The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
Send evils and curses.
And evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose the treasure.
And shake loose the treasure.
Of the rich of Israel.
Of the rich of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
To enter into our sanctuary.
To evils and curses.
To evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
Punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nations.
And the nations.
And their drug dealers.
And the drug dealers.
The court system.
The court system.
The prison system.
The prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Religion.
Religion.
Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Skinheads.
Posse Comitazi.
Posse Comitazi.
The gay movement.
The gay movement.
Slacky. Spies.
Spies.
The workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA space program.
NASA space program.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airwaves.
And the airwaves.
The cable access channel.
The cable access channel.
And the radio channels.
And the radio channel.
Convict the spirit.
Convict the spirit.
Of any of thy people.
Of any of our people.
That seek to stop us.
That seek to stop us.
And bring swift destruction.
And bring swift destruction.
To all the heathen.
To all the heathen.
That stand in the way.
That stand in the way.
Or try to stop us from broadcasting your words.
Broadcasting your words.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
Let loose all the plagues.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Through the earth.
Through the earth.
And consume them.
And consume them.
Let the plagues shake the house of the thief.
Shake the house of the thief.
And the murderer.
And the murderer.
Let Yahweh Shai.
Let Yahweh Shai.
Michael. And Gabriel.
And Gabriel.
Come down with the flying saucers.
Come down with the flying saucers.
And punish all the heathens.
Punish all the heathens.
That come up against us.
Come up against us.
As we speak thy word.
As we speak thy word.
Cause it to be known.
Cause it to be known.
By all.
By all.
That it is the angels that hath done it.
That is the angels that have done it.
Cause it to be known.
Cause it to be known.
It's like it. Cause it to be spread.
Cause it to be spread.
Through the media.
Through the media.
Throughout the whole world.
Throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Always.
Always.
So be it.
So be it.
Sar. Which means to turn. Mishabia, which means to be seated. Kodak, if you could, pop that door open, Bubba Shah, to let some of the heat in. The door stop is right there to the left. Say it again. What is? Kodak, could you turn the heat on, Bubba Shah? Just check and see the water. And Tazba, if you could, set a reminder on your phone to remind me next Sabbath service to start the TikTok after the prayers. You know, people will be sensitive on TikTok. It's like actually TikTok itself is sensitive, so we're just gonna start that after the prayers. The water. All right, open up your blue letter Bible. We're gonna be in the book of Joshua, chapter 9 and verse 15. Those on TikTok, reserve your questions for next Saturday. Bubba Kisha, let's say we're pressed for time today, so we're going to get through these verses. So the book of Joshua, chapter 9, verse 15 in the Hebrew. Wa'ya'isha laham Yahawashai shalom Karath, Lahum, Baryath, Lakayatham, Shabaywa, Lahum, Nashayaya, Haida, verse 16. Oyahaya, Makwataza, Shalashath, Yamayum, Akaria, Ashar, Karathwa, Lahum, Baryath, Wayashamaywa, Kaya, Karabium, Ham, Alayum, it's like Alayawa, Wawakorabwa, Ham, Yashabium, verse 17. Wayasaiwa, Banya, Yasha'ala, Wayaba'awa, all, Irayahum, Bayawam, Hashal Yashia, Wairayahum, Gabaiwan, Wahakapayara, Wabarath, Wakarayath, Ya'arayum, verse 18. Wala'ah, Hakawam, Banya, Yasha'ala, Kaya, Nasha Ba'aiwa, Lahum, Nasha Ya'alya, Ha'ida, Bayahawa, Halahaya, Yasha'ala, Wayalanwa, Fagir, Wayalanawa, Call, Haida, Al, Hanashiayim, verse 19. Waya Amarwa, Call, Hanashiayim, All, Call, Haida, Hanakanwa. Nashaba'inwa. Laham. Ba Yahweh. Alahaya. Yasha'ala. Wa'itha. La'ah. Lawakal. Lanagai. Baham. Verse 20. Za'ath. Naisha. Laham. Wahakaya. Awatham. Wala'ah. Yahaya. Ilayanwa. Quatazap. Al. Shabawai. Ashar. Nashaba'inwa. Laham. Verse 21. Waya Amarwa. Alayaham. Hanashayim. Yakayan. Yakayawa. Wayayawa. Karabaya. Itazayim. Washa'abia. Mayum. Lakal. Haida. Kashar. The Barwa. Laham. Hanashayim. All right, that's 7. Clap it up. Going to be in Joshua chapter 9, verse 15 in the English.
Come, sir.
I got it. Hang on. Sorry, Joshua chapter 9, verse 15 in the English. And Joshua made peace with them and made a league with them to let them live. And the princes, the princes of the congregation swear unto them. Verse 16. And it came to pass at the end of 3 days, after they had made a league with them, that they heard that they were their neighbors, and that they dwelt among them. 17. And the children of Israel journeyed and came unto their cities, where Gibeon and Chephirah and Barath the Kirjath Jearim, verse 18.
And the children of Israel smote them not, because the princes of the congregation had sworn unto them by the Lord God of Israel. And all the congregation murmured against the princes. 19. But all the princes said unto all the congregation, we have sworn unto them by the Lord God of Israel. Now therefore we may not touch them. 20. This we will do to them. We will even let them live, lest wrath be upon us, because of the oath which we swear unto them. 21. And the princes said unto them, let them live, but let them be hewers of wood and drawers of water unto all the congregation, as the princes had promised them. 22. And Joshua called for them, and he spake unto them, saying, wherefore have ye beguiled us, saying, we are very far from you, when ye dwell among us. 23. Now therefore ye are cursed, and there shall none of you be freed from being bondmen, and hewers of wood, and drawers of water, for the house of my God. 24. And they answered Joshua and said, because it was certainly told thy servants how that the Lord thy God commanded his servant Moses to give you all the land, and to destroy all the inhabitants of the land from before you. Therefore we were sore afraid of our lives because of you, and have done this thing. 25. And now behold, we are in thine hand, as it seemeth good and right unto thee to do unto us, do. 26. Sorry. 26. And so did he unto them, and delivered them out of the hand of the children of Israel, that they slew them not. 27. And Joshua made them that day hewers of wood and drawers of water for the congregation, and for the altar of the Lord, even unto this day, in the place which he should choose. Joshua chapter 10 and verse 1. Now if it came to pass, when Adonizedek, king of Jerusalem, had heard how Joshua had taken Ai and had utterly destroyed it, as he had done to Jericho and her king, so he had done to Ai and her king, and how the inhabitants of Gibeon have made peace with Israel and were among them. Verse 2. That they feared greatly, because Gibeon was a great city, as one of the royal cities, and because it was greater than Ai, and all the men thereof were mighty. Verse 3. Wherefore Adonizedek, king of Jerusalem, sent unto Hoham, king of Hebron, and unto Param, king of Jarmuth, and unto Japhia, king of Lachish, and unto Debir, king of Eglon, saying, verse 4, come up unto me, and help me, that we may smite Gibeon, for it hath made peace with Joshua and with the children of Israel. Verse 5. Therefore the 5 kings of the Amorites, the king of Jerusalem, the king of Hebron, the king of Jarmuth, the king of Lachish, the king of Eglon, gathered themselves together and went up, they and all their hosts, and encamped before Gibeon, and made war against it. Verse 6. And Slaggy, since we got a little bit of time, for what it is we just went over. You know what I'm saying? This is always the case whenever it is that a heathen tries to join themselves to the children of Israel. You understand? The other heathen nations will always make sure to come against them to make sure that we have no allies in this earth. Like the only ones it is that the Israelites can depend on, it is our power, our God. You understand? Yahweh in the Hebrew. And that's exactly what's going on today. When these heathen nations come over here to America, they're told not to join themselves with the Lord's chosen people. You understand? That's why it is they come into the ghettos, into the barrios, and on the borders of the reservations, and they open up their businesses, make millions of dollars, and yet they choose not to help those that are struggling in this country, those who have been oppressed in this country for 400 years. You understand? Like what has been going on in the earth now in today's times, you know, saying in 2023, 2022, you know, saying the 2000s, the 1900s, 1800s, all that happened back in the days of Joshua. You understand? Back in the days of Genesis. Nothing is new under the sun. Verse 6, and the men of Gibeon sent unto Joshua to the camp to Gilgal, saying, slack not thy hand from thy servants. Come up to us quickly and save us and help us. For all the kings of the Amorites that dwell in the mountains are gathered together against us. Verse 7, so Joshua ascended from Gilgal, he and all the people of war with him, and all the mighty men of valor. Verse 8, and the Lord said unto Joshua, fear them not, for I have delivered them into thine hand. There shall not a man of them stand before thee. Verse 9, Joshua therefore came unto them suddenly and went up from Gilgal all night. 10, and the Lord discomfited them before Israel and slew them with a great slaughter at Gibeon, and chased them along the way that goeth up to Beth-horon, and smote them to Azekah and unto Makkedah. He said, I don't know about you, but this don't sound like a all-loving God that accepts and loves everybody. You understand? Like we went over previously of how it is that the Lord, you understand, not only gave the land to the children of Israel, but how it is that we were, what's the phrase Cap uses? Unaliving nations of people, you know what I'm saying? Cities and lands of people in order for it to be ours, in order for it to be our kingdom for us to rule over. You understand? We were, you understand, getting people up out of the land, causing them to migrate somewhere else out of the fear it is that they had of our people when our God was with us. You understand? But today, the nations don't fear us because they know our God isn't with us. You understand? That's why when they come into our communities, they make sure that they put drugs into our communities. They push their gods onto our people. You understand? Their ways of life, their culture. They make sure they do all this. You understand? They put certain influencers in front of us to cause us to stray from the Lord. They have all kinds of crafty methods to get the children of Israel to sin against the Lord, because they know that when we turn our back on our God, on our power, that there's no way it is we can come out of the condition we're in. They know that they will stay on top as long as they can get us to follow their gods, to keep their customs, you understand, to turn our backs on the ways of our ancient forefathers. So I can't just say our forefathers because, you know, we was breaking the laws of God, which is why we're in this captivity. You understand? By our ancient forefathers, you understand, that did keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand that did, you understand, live this life until death. That's who we got to be. To make it simpler, we got to be like Christ. Slakia. Verse 11, and it came to pass, as they fled from before Israel and were in the going down to Beth Horon, that the Lord cast down great stones from heaven upon them unto Azekah, and they died. There were more which died with hailstones than they whom the children of Israel slew with the sword. And saying that's an example of how it is that the Lord uses storms to punish his enemies. You understand? To punish the enemies of the children of Israel. So whenever hurricanes hit the states, or a terrible tornado rips through a state and demolishes a city, our people have to understand that's of the Lord. What we've been taught through the lies of the world is that God, you understand, will love everybody, forgive everybody, and that no matter what you do, you will not be punished for it because we live under grace, when that's not the God of the Bible. You understand? If you break the laws of God, if you choose not to live your life how this Bible tells you to, then you will be punished for it. And we can look in the ghettos, the barrios, and the reservations, and we see that every day. You can turn on the news, see it every day. You can go to World Star and see every day how it is that our people are destroyed. You understand? Social media, wherever it is you go, you always see a Israelite that is oppressed and destroyed. Verse 12. Then spake Joshua to the Lord in the day when the Lord delivered up the Amorites before the children of Israel. And he said in the sight of Israel, Son, stand thou still upon Gibeon, and thou moon in the valley of Ajalon. Verse 13. And the sun stood still, and the moon stayed, until the people had avenged themselves upon their enemies. Is not this written in the book of Jasher? So the sun stood still in the midst of heaven, and hasted not to go down upon a whole day. Verse 14. And there was no day like that before it or after it, that the Lord hearkened unto the voice of a man, for the Lord fought for Israel. 15. And Joshua returned, and all Israel with him, unto the camp till Gilgal. 16. But these 5 kings fled and hid themselves in a cave at Makkedah. 17. And it was told Joshua, saying, the 5 kings are found hid in a cave at Makkedah. Shalom Christ, Cap. You need anything, Cap? Kodak, you didn't lock the door? Come. 18. And Joshua said, roll great stones upon the mouth of the cave, and set men by it for to keep them. 19. And stay ye not, but pursue after your enemies, and smite the hindmost of them. Suffer them not to enter into their cities, for the Lord your God hath delivered them into your hand. It's like you. Verse 20. And it came to pass, when Joshua and the children of Israel had made an end of slaying them with a very great slaughter, till they were consumed, that the rest which remained of them entered into fenced cities. 21. And all the people returned to the camp to Joshua at Makkedah in peace. None moved his tongue against any of the children of Israel. 22. Then said Joshua, open the mouth of the cave and bring out those 5 kings unto me out of the cave. 23. And they did so and brought forth those 5 kings unto him out of the cave, the king of Jerusalem, the king of Hebron, the king of Jarmuth, the king of Lachish, and the king of Eglon. 24. And it came to pass, when they brought out those kings unto Joshua, that Joshua called for all the men of Israel, and said unto the captains of the men of war, which went with him, come near, put your feet upon the necks of these kings. And they came near and put their feet upon the necks of them. And when Yahushua, our king, returns with them 200 million angels, and frees the children of Israel, that's exactly what it is that we're going to be doing. You understand? The children of Israel are going to be putting their feet on the necks of the kings of this earth. You understand? Of the presidents, what they call SARS, the queens, the kings, all that, all those who have ruled over us for these 400 years, who have oppressed us and sought to destroy us. You understand? Our king is going to bring them down very low so that it is that we can rule over them. Which that's something that every single Israelite should want. They should want something like that, because I mean, who isn't tired of being oppressed in this country? You understand? In this empire, in these lands, in the earth. If you're an Israelite, you understand, then you should want for these nations to fall, so that it is that your people can come up, so that your children don't have to have the feet of Edomites on their necks. You understand? So they don't have to have the feet of Hamites or Ishmaelites, Elamites, whatever nation it is that's out there, so that they don't have to have them ruling over them, oppressing and destroying them, so that your great-grandchildren don't have to have it. You understand? So that your great-great-grandchildren don't have to live this life. Like, we should want to be free as a people. That's something that comes naturally to anybody, is to want to be free. But yet, when it comes to Israel, like the scriptures say, are we homeborn slaves? You understand? Are we just meant to be slaves in this earth? When you really get into these scriptures and learn the truth, you'll find out that we're meant to rule. We're not meant to serve. 25. And Joshua said unto them, fear not, nor be dismayed. Be strong and of good courage, for thus shall the Lord do to all your enemies against whom ye fight. 26. And afterward Joshua smote them and slew them and hanged them on 5 trees, and they were hanging upon the trees until the evening. 27. And it came to pass at the time of the going down of the sun that Joshua commanded, and they took them down off the trees and cast them into the cave wherein they had been hidden, and laid great stones in the cave's mouth, which remain until this very day. 28. And that day Joshua took Makkedah and smote it with the edge of the sword, and the king thereof he utterly destroyed, them and all the souls that were therein. He let none remain. And he did to the king of Makkedah as he did unto the king of Jericho. 29. Then Joshua passed from Makkedah and all Israel with him unto Libnah, and fought against Libnah. Verse 30. And the Lord delivered it also, and the king thereof, into the hand of Israel, and he smote it with the edge of the sword, and all the souls that were therein. He let none remain in it, but did unto the king thereof as he did unto the king of Jericho. 31. And Joshua passed from Libnah, and all Israel with him, unto Lachish, and encamped against it, and fought against it. 32. And the Lord delivered Lachish into the hand of Israel, which took it on the second day, and smote it with the edge of the sword, and all the souls that were therein, according to all that he had done to Libnah. 33. Then Horam, king of Gezer, came up to help Lachish, and Joshua smote him and his people until he had left him none remaining. 34. And from Lachish Joshua passed unto Eglon, and all Israel with him, and they encamped against it, and fought against it. 35. And they took it on that day, and smote it with the edge of the sword, and all the souls that were therein he utterly destroyed that day, according to all that he had done to Lachish. 36. And Joshua went up from Eglon, and all Israel with him, unto Hebron, and they fought against it. Slack you. I don't know what everybody else was hearing, but to me, that doesn't sound like a all accepting, all loving God like the lies we've been told since our births. That doesn't sound like an all accepting and all loving people of God. You understand, like the lies we've been told since our birth. You understand? So if you're an Israelite, you understand, then you should really start to look at what it is that you follow and look at the lies it is that we've been told about this book right here, and understand that the philosophies, you understand, and the religions it is that we follow, it's all been a lie. You understand? But you got to come into the Isupk under Commander John Yohana to get the truth and to really find out who you are. And if you're a heathen, sure, you can even come get the truth and find out what it is you're supposed to be doing as a servant to the children of Israel. You understand how it is that you should conduct yourself when it comes to an Israelite. You understand? If you want to find out what Israelite is, of course, come up off of TikTok. So it is we can, give the non-biblical names. Because like I said, TikTok is so sensitive, they give you a strike for damn near anything. With that said, just the men behind the podium, I imagine. Slovakia. La Yasha'ala, which means to Israel. All right, Amajim, which means to stand. Wapanya Haki Dum, turn and face the east. That way, sis. This is the Lord's Prayer. It's like Tazabah. In the TikTok bubble show, so we don't get it straight. You know, I don't think they can handle actually hearing the prayer of the Lord, so just to be safe. All right, go on. This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawu, Shabbat Shemayim, Quadash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malak Withka, Tawa'ah, Ratazayaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'a Ratazah, Hawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathan, Lanaw, Lakam, Call, Yawam, Wasalakanaw, Kwabawahanaw, Kasalakanaw, Kwabawahinaw, Wala'a, Tabayayanaw, Bonasaya 1, Abal, Awashayanaw, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'alu, Watapar, La'amulamyam, Aman. The Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Prayer for the Hakak, or the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Babu Kashah, Nathananaw, Hakak, La Rapa'ah, Kal Makala, Wakal Madawa, Hakak, La Tahar, Hamad Tazarayim, Hakak, La Hakim, Hamathim, Hakak, Ar Rakawah, Hatama Alu, the Garshan, Ba'ashem Yahushai, the what Aman. Prayer for the power in the English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it. Pray for the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatha Yahweh. Wa Yahweh Shai. Wan Yaka Allah. Wa Alahayim. Matazabya. Alawap Yahana. Ha Alawapyam. Hazaranyam. Ha Kwatazayanyam. Ha Kayawayam. Wa Kwathiam. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai. The what Aman. Blessings in the English. Bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shai. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yahana. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Haharim, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Azari, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Asha, Shemayim, Wa'aratazah, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Regolka, Al-Yanawam, Shemarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yashun, Shawamar,
Yasha'Allah,
Yasha'Allah,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazolka,
Zarka,
Al,
Al,
Yad,
Yad,
Yumyaka,
Yoyaka,
Yawamum,
Yamon,
Hashamash,
Hashemash,
La'at,
La'at,
Yakaka,
Yakaka,
Wayarak,
Rak,
Baya'Allah,
Ya'al,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashmarka,
Shamarka,
McCall,
Ko,
Rai,
Rai,
Yashamar,
Yashmar,
Asna Pashka,
Ashnapash,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashmar,
Taza'ah,
Tasa'at,
Babu'ah,
Abu'al,
Wa'aitha,
Ai,
Wa'ai,
Ai,
Abulam.
Abulam.
Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills.
I will lift my eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From which cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh,
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer our foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth
he
Israel
that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh
Yahweh
is thy keeper.
is thy keeper.
Yahweh
Yahweh
is thy shade upon thy right hand.
is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh
Yahweh
shall preserve thee
shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh
Yahweh
shall preserve thy going out
shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in.
from this time forth
This time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim,
Alahayim,
all Damaya,
Alahayim,
Laka,
God,
all Thakarash,
all Zakarash,
all
all
Dashakwat,
Shaqat,
all
all
Kaya,
Kayub,
Hana,
Love,
Awayabika,
Yahweh,
Yaham,
Yahweh,
Yawan,
Yawan,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Al Aimaka,
all
Ya'ariyamwa,
Yum,
Sawada,
Shawada,
Wayatha,
Thug,
Ya'itazawa,
Axel,
Al Tazapawanyaka,
all kinds of white,
Amarawa,
Amara,
Lakawa,
Kawa,
Wanaki Dum,
Naki Dum,
Magalia,
Magaria,
Wala'a,
Wala,
Yazakar,
Yashkar,
Sham,
Shan,
Yasha'Allah,
Yashala,
Iwada,
Iwada,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Noah Itazawa,
Odakisako,
Laba,
Rabba,
Yakadwa,
Kaiwa,
Al Yaka,
all Yaka,
Barya,
Barya,
Yakarathwa,
Rafa,
Ahalya,
Ahoyu,
Adawam,
Alwan,
Wayishemai,
Oshimai,
Alayum,
Ayam,
Mawa'aba,
Mabahawa,
Wagarium,
Wagari,
Gabal,
Gabar,
Wa'imawan,
Aywan,
Wa'imalak,
Allah,
Palashah,
Orisha,
Aim,
Ay,
Yashabia,
Yashabi,
Tazawur,
Tazawar,
Gam,
Ran,
Ashawar,
Rashur,
Nalawak,
Nalwa,
Imam,
Amon,
Hayawak,
Aywa,
Zarawai,
Ezwa,
Labanya,
Lamanya,
Lawak,
Yawa,
Selah,
Sela,
Asha,
Asha,
Laham,
Laham,
Kamadian,
Kumbari,
Kasa Yasara,
Kashashwa,
Kayabian,
Aybi,
Banaka'o,
Burgao,
Kayashawan,
Rashwan,
Lashamadwa,
Rashimawa,
Ba'ayan Da'ara,
Ayin Dawar,
Hayawak,
Aywa,
Daman,
Mon,
La Adama,
Dam,
Shayathamwa,
Shkamro,
Nara,
Nada,
Yab Mawa,
Yab, Mau,
Ka'ira,
Ira,
Wakaza'aba,
Wakashao,
Wakazabak,
Wakashwa,
Wakatazal,
Wakazar,
Lanai,
Nai,
Ko,
Ko,
Nasa Yakamwa,
Washikamwa,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Marwa,
Maru,
Nirasha,
Nisha,
Lanawa,
Nau,
Ah,
Ah,
Nawat,
Nawa,
Alahayam,
Ayam,
Alahaya,
Ayam,
Shaitamwa,
Shaidamwa,
Kagogol,
Gogolo,
Kakwash,
Wash,
Lapanya,
Lapanya,
Rawaka,
Roka,
Ka'ash,
Kaash,
Taba'ira,
Tabara,
Ya'ira,
Ira,
Wakalahaba,
Gahab,
Talahat,
Wala,
Harayam,
Ayam,
Khan,
Kan,
Daradapma,
Dogama,
Basairaka,
Shari,
Wabasa,
Wabasa,
Wapathka,
Wapaka,
Tabahalam,
Wabalom,
Mala'at,
Malaa,
Panyaham,
Payaham,
Palawan,
Payawan,
Wayabakashwa,
Pashwa,
Shemka,
Shishka,
Yahawa,
Yahau,
Yabashwa,
Bashwa,
Wayaba'awa,
Wabawa,
Idea,
Ai,
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 Wayakaparwa,
power.
Wea Badwa,
Bible.
Wea Daiwa,
It's Iowa.
Kaya,
Kaya.
Atha,
Duh.
Shumka,
Shukah.
Yahawa,
Yahweh.
Labaka,
Vodka.
All Yawan,
You one.
All,
All.
Call,
Call.
Ha'arataza.
Ha'aratazah.
Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thou silence, O my power.
He let that silence, oh my power.
Hold not thy peace,
Hold not thy peace.
and be not still, O my power.
And be not say, oh my power.
For lo,
For lo,
thine enemies make a tumult,
thy enemies make us a hope.
and they that hate thee
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up their heads.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against our people.
and consulted
They consulted
against thy hidden ones.
against our hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
come,
and let us cut them off from being a nation,
and let them cut us off from being a nation.
that the name of Israel
The name of Israel
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They consulted together in one consent.
They are confederate against thee,
They were federate against thee.
the tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacles of Edom
and the Ishmaelites
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab,
and Moab
and the Hagarenes,
and Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Baal
and Ammon,
and
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the
the
Philistines,
Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also is joined with them.
So also is joined with them.
They have holpen the children of Lot.
They have opened their children a lot.
Selah,
Say God,
do unto them
do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kasan,
and the brook of Kasan,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Arad,
Make their nobles like a red,
and like Zeeb.
and like Eden.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes,
all their princes,
as Zeba
as Zeba,
and as Zalmunna,
and as Amunah,
who said,
said,
Let us take to ourselves
that are taken to ourselves
the houses of God in possession.
the houses of God in possession.
O my power,
Oh my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth a wood,
as the fire burning the wood,
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
as if the flame set the mountain on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
So persecute them with our tempest,
and make them afraid with thy storm.
and make them afraid with our storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded
and troubled
and troubled
forever.
forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
Isupk curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and earth,
and all things living.
and all things living.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
and name Yahweh.
listen to us now,
Listen to us now,
right now.
right now.
Send evils and curses,
The evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction
punishment and destruction
to the heathen
to the heathen
that speak against us,
that speak against us,
thy prophets,
like prophets,
the teachers,
the teachers,
the princes,
princes,
the priests,
priests,
the Israelite brothers,
the Israelite brothers,
and the school.
and the schools,
Send evils and curses,
the evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction
punishment and destruction
to the
to
heathen,
the heathen,
and shake loose the treasure
and shake loose the treasure
of the rich of Israel
of the rich of Israel
that refuse to give to the school.
that refuse to get to the school,
Force their riches
force their riches
to enter into thy sanctuary.
to enter into our sanctuary,
Send evils and curses,
the evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction
and punishment and destruction
to the Edomites,
to the Edomites,
and the nations,
and the nations,
and their drug dealers,
and drug dealers,
the court
the
system,
court
the
system,
prison system,
prison system,
Planned Parenthood,
Planned Parenthood,
all the governments of our enemies,
all the governments are enemies,
Amalek synagogues and armies,
and the synagogues and armies,
Roman Catholic Church,
Roman Catholic Church,
the Pope,
the Pope,
Islam,
Islam,
Christianity,
Christianity,
Egyptology,
Egyptology,
militia,
militia,
Ku Klux Klan,
Ku Klux Klan,
Aryan Nation,
Aryan Nation,
skinheads,
skinheads,
posse comitazi,
posse comitazi,
the gay movement,
the gay movement,
the lesbian movement,
lesbian movement,
spies,
spies,
workers of witchcraft,
workers of witchcraft,
NASA space program,
that's space program,
Army,
Army,
Navy,
Navy,
Air Force,
Air Force,
Marines,
Marines,
Wall Street,
Wall Street,
open up the internet
open up the internet,
and the airways,
and airways,
the cable access channels,
cable access channels,
and the radio channels.
radio channels,
Convict the spirit
convict the spirit
of any of thy people
of any of our people
that seek to stop
that
us
seek to stop us,
and bring swift destruction
bring swift destruction
to all the heathens
to all the heathens
that stand in the way
that stand in the way,
or try to stop us
try to stop us
from broadcasting your words
from broadcasting your word
throughout the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the
And
plagues,
these all the plagues,
cause them to go to and fro
cause them to go to and fro
through the earth
through the earth
and consume them.
and consume them.
Let the plagues
Let the plagues
shake the house of the thief
shake the house of the thief
and the murderer.
and murder.
Let Yahushua,
Let Yahushua,
Michael, and Gabriel
Michael and Gabriel
come down with the flying saucers
come down with flying saucers
and punish all the
and
heathens
punish all the heathens
that come up against us
that come up against us
as we speak thy word.
as we speak thy word.
Cause it to be known
Cause it to be known
by all
by all
that it is the angels that have done it.
that it is the angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread
Cause it to be spread
through the media
through the media
throughout the whole world.
throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
Cause it to shake at thy coming.
In the name of Yahushua,
In the name of Yahushua,
thank you.
thank you.
Always.
Always.
So be it.
So be it.
Sorry. Which means turn. Gonna be taking the scrolls to be saluted. So brothers will be the only ones coming up. Doesn't matter who comes up first.
Oh. Yo.
Yeah,
Yahweh Hashem Hasham. That's a lot of last.
yeah.
Barak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem, Yahshua Barak Yah.
This concludes the Isupk Indianapolis Sabbath service. Akwathian Shabbat, which means sisters, be seated. I'm going to give a salute to the brothers, men of Israel. Imadium Shabbat, Imadium Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Barakathum. Akwathian Imadium, which means sisters, stand. Sar, turn and face sisters. Salute to the sisters, men of Israel. Imadium Shabbat, Imadium Barak, Yahweh Shamar Alatham Ba'ashem Yahushua. So since you'll say, you do your right hand over left. There you go. And you'll say Yahweh. Shamar Al Athan Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Which what you said was Lord or God watch over you in the name of Christ. Yagim Matah. Does anybody want to be anointed at this time? All right, no sweat. All right, clap that up.